morning, everyone. Just doing a few tests of the audio. So if you don't mind just hanging on a second while I do that, I have to use my earpods today. So I just want to make sure the audio is working. If you can hear me, great. You can let me know via chat if you can't hear anything. There we go. Well, I have to wait for my iPad to catch up and test the sound so I know that I can hear what you hear, and then we'll get straight into class. For those playing at home, it's my little doggy, Oski, he's back. Okay, I just tested that audio and we are good to rock and roll. So let's start. 1 second more, sorry everyone. I'm going to press go on all the cameras I've got here. Okay, and I think we're good to go. So we're going to start as we always do with our feet on the mat. We're going to do a resistance band workout today. So place those feet right underneath your body, standing up as tall as you can. You're going to gently draw your belly button in towards your spine and lightly lift the pelvic floor. Nice big breath in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to roll down, bend the knees, let the arms hang heavy. We're going to curl all the way to the floor. Nice big breath in. Exhale, tummy to spine, rolling up. And down we go again. So just checking in with your body, noticing all the things that you feel. Maybe you get a bit of a stretch down your lower back. Maybe you get a stretch of the hamstrings. Breath in and rolling up. Once we're up, we're going to take the arms out to the side. Nice big breath in as we side bend. We want to make the most of these beautiful stretches. Side bending, so underrated. One of my most favorite things to do, yet I still feel I don't do it enough. And we will breathe into tilt and out on the way up, and into tilt and out on the way up. And again, last one. Spend an extra second here. Up we come and over we go. Back up through center, turn the palms to the ceiling, bend the knees. Let's go for a double twist. Then we'll come back through center, double twist, back through center. So we want to try and keep the bottom half of the body nice and steady. Just twisting through your waist. Beautiful. And last one to each side. Or you can do one extra one. I'm just going to fix my aircon, so bear with me 1 second. Keep doing those rotations. And then we'll come back to center, roll those shoulders, and we're going to get stuck into it straight away. So grab your resistance band. I'm choosing a not too heavy one to start with, and the heavier one can be used if you've got options a bit later when we get down to the mat. So nothing we haven't done before today. It's always good to do stuff we know how to do. Roll those shoulders back, draw the tummy in, and lift the pelvic floor. So we're just going to go with palms facing forward, and you're going to take both arms up to roughly shoulder height, and back down we go. Think about the power coming from underneath the arms. And we want to keep connected through the core. Keep our back as tall as possible. Nice work. On the exhale, we come up. On the inhale, down. So as you can see, I'm not elevating my shoulders, or trying not to elevate my shoulders. That's good. Keeping a very soft bend in my elbows and also keeping the line of my wrists nice and long. I'm actively tucking under my um, tailbone, a little bit of a glute squeeze. That just means that I'm not overarching my spine. I can stay connected through the front of my body. All right, one arm at a time, a bit of a seesaw. And let's try and keep the rest of the body nice and stable. Yes, nearly there. Oh, one more time each side. And release, give those shoulders a roll. Externally rotate the shoulders. This time we're going for some bicep curls. You're going to keep the elbows nice and close to the body. And the palms facing forward. If you want to make it a bit harder for yourself, you can take the elbows a little bit further away from your body. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Woo, nice. Give those shoulders a roll. All right, that's about all we're going to do standing because it's a 30-minute class again, so we can all get ready for work. So we're going to come down to the mat. Before I shift the computer, let's go down together. So we'll move towards the top of the mat somewhere, crossing our legs over. You're going to take the band straight out. And as we sit down, we're going to stretch the band like that. So it means we can't put our hands on the floor. But of course, if you need to, if you're feeling unsure about this, you can definitely do that. So on the way down, we're going to stretch the band. We're going to lower ourselves nice and carefully down to the floor, soft landing, and we've got the band stretched out like so. Just while we're here and we're facing this way, we'll just do a few stretches of the band. Just try and sit up as tall as you possibly can. And we'll keep the shoulders down just because we're here. You know how it is. I never plan anything. I just end up in positions and then decide what we're going to do. It's the best way. And we'll go 4 more times. 4. And then we'll get to lie down. And I'll move that laptop so you can see a bit better. 2 and 1. Okay, from here, while I'm moving the laptop, you're going to roll all the way down to the mat. So you'll start here and we'll roll down until you end up on your spine. And I shall move this. Down onto the mat here. Oh, that's not very even. And I'm sure you're all here waiting for me. Now, so I'll do what you did, rolling down, and I'll shift the feet nice and close to me. And we've got the band straight up above our shoulders. So first of all, let's just check in with our backs. You don't want to be actively pressing the lower back into the floor, but we don't want to be overarching the spine either. So nice neutral pelvis there. Relax those shoulders. We'll continue with these stretches of the band on the exhale. Breathing in as we release. Exhale, squeeze between the shoulder blades as we stretch the band. Okay, exhale down, inhale up. So nothing too outrageous yet, but now let's get the bottom half of the body involved. So as you stretch the band, we're going to roll our spine up into a bridge. And then as you release the band, you're going to roll that spine back down, back to neutral. Up we go. Exhale, rolling up, squeezing your glutes at the top, breathing in, and exhale, rolling down. Nice. And up we go again. Peeling that spine up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Rolling down. Up we go. Squeeze those glutes. Rolling down. If the band just gets in the way of your technique, don't worry about it. Just pop your hands on the ground. And let's do 2 more here. And when we get to the top of the next one, we're going to hold. All right, so you can release the band, but keep the hips nice and high. I'll show you the difference between relaxing the glutes and squeezing the glutes. So you just want to get that nice squeeze there so we can keep the line of the spine. All right, so this is not that easy, so we'll see how we go. You're going to stretch the band a little as you bring the knee up, and then we'll release. So we're not stretching the band all the way, just a little stretch as we bring the knee up, because there's a lot going on in the lower half of the body. Very nice. Hopefully you're all coping with this. If you're feeling okay, stretch the band a little further, but making sure that each time you march side to side, you're not letting the hips dip, twist, anything like that. You're trying to maintain some really good technique. Okay, one more time. And then last one. Good. Let's release the stretch on the band. Keep that glute squeeze on, and you're going to roll all the way down. Good. Just wrap the band around your feet or your knees or whatever it is, and just give yourself a little bit of a cuddle, maybe a little rock side to side, just to stretch that back after those bridges, and back to it. So this time, I'm going to let you leave your elbows on the floor. And I'm going to turn the band over so that you've got your palms facing the roof and you're holding it quite narrow. So the palms are facing your face, not the roof face. And we're going to roll up into a nice bridge here. Okay, so a little bit harder, but also easier because I've got the elbows on the mat. So one leg straight up to the roof. You're going to take the leg down to the mat, flex the foot and kick. Down to the mat, flex the foot and kick. If you can, as you take your leg down, you can stretch the band. Release it as you kick, only if you want to. So the elbows are still resting on the mat. Oh, lots going on here. Hamstring on fire. One more. And place that foot down, even everything up, and we're ready to start again. All right, so other leg straight up if you can. Find the floor, light tap of the heel, flex and a little kick. Tap the floor, flex and little kick. If you want to, stretch the band, release as you kick. Stretch the band, release as you kick. And just 2 more. And we'll place that foot down, even up your bridge, rolling the spine down. Just pop the band to the side for the minute, and we'll lift the legs into tabletop and really press that lower back down into the mat, taking your arms out to the side. A light squeeze of the knees here, and we're going to rock the legs to one side, and we'll come back to center. So this is a nice twist to do for the spine after all of that bridging. What we'll do in a minute is some really nice stuff for our lower back. Taking you on that journey with me because my lower back is tight and sore at the moment, so it'll be nice to give myself a stretch before I go to a full work day. Hopefully you're the same, or hopefully you don't have lower back pain, but hopefully the movement of the spine will make you feel a lot nicer, a little bit more gooey. So we want to keep the knees and ankles lightly squeezing. And we'll try not to let the knees and ankles glide past each other. We'll come back to center. It is a resistance band class. Let's grab that band again. We'll take a narrow hold on the band, and we'll take the arms behind us. So when we get to this point, we definitely don't want the upper back to lift up off the mat here. So stay nice and connected through the front. All right, we're going to see if we can get the band on top of our knees as we lift up. And inhale, back down to the mat. So exhale, lift. We're not stretching the band, just holding it, tapping the top of your knees. And down we go. Exhale, lift. And inhale, down. And up we go. And down, nice. If you want the extra challenge, let's extend one leg. Back down to the mat. Lifting up, extend the other. Back down to the mat. Just keep going with that. It's just annoying me a little bit. Okay, we're going to have a go with going 2 legs. So as we lift up, you're really going to concentrate on pressing that lower back down into the mat and drawing your tummy muscles down to the floor. Stretching both legs if you can. If you feel uneasy with that, if you do have a really sore back, then maybe this one's not for you. Just go back to tabletop and avoid the 2 legs stretch. Ooh, I can feel my abdominals saying hello, good morning. 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Amazing. Let's come back all the way down. All right, so you can either swap now if you've got 2 different resistance bands. You can go for the heavier one, or you can just stick with the one you've got and place it around your feet. So a heavier band is going to provide you with a little bit more support. So if you have a sore back, or you just feel a little bit weak in those lower abs, go for the heavier one. Otherwise, let's get going. So 2 legs in the band. We're going to lower those legs, and then you're going to lift up. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. So it's up to you. If you want to go all the way to the floor, please feel free, like so. If you don't, just keep it contained and within your range. This is where the heavier band is going to be your friend. So we are using the band, it is helping us, but sort of focus your energies and your concentration into keeping the lower abdominals feeling nice and flat and really strong hip flexors, but we really want to just keep the focus in those lower abs so it goes out of your lower back, especially as you get to those lower points. Let's do 3 more times. 3. 2. 1. Good. Let's leave our legs on the floor here and straighten out our arms. Let's relax the shoulders. We'll do some mini roll-ups, which I know from experience are everyone's favorite. So let's nod our chin to chest and rolling up. We're going to roll up to that point where our shoulder blades are just tipping the mat. Sink the tummy and lift a little bit further, and then back to that point where your shoulder blades are just tipping that, lifting a little bit further and back to that point. So this is hard. Here is where a heavy band is going to be your friend. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Oh my goodness. Hello, abdominals. 4 and 3 and 2. All the way up on the next one. And with control, rolling up. We want to get to that point where our spine is rounded, and then we can sit up nice and tall. Okay, that's it for the roll-ups. We're just going to have to pick and choose what we do today, or we run out of time. So sitting up tall, giving the abs a rest, tummy's in. Let's pull the elbows behind us. So if you have a light band, you might feel like you need a bit more, but So you can swap your bands over if you want to, or just stick with what you've got. We want to find a nice little squeeze between the shoulder blades as you take the elbows behind the body. If you need to bend your knees in order to get a straight spine, that is way better than if you're sitting back here with a rounded spine. So sit up tall, get your straight spine, and bend the knees if you need to. We've already done a little bit for our arms, so we won't spend too long here, but I just wanted to do something for our shoulders. So I'm going to shuffle back because I'm going to hit my hands on that football there. I'm going to take the hands to the end of the band, and I'm going to take the arms up towards shoulder height and then slightly behind the body, if you can, if the band allows you to do that. Behind. Exhale. Inhale. And as you're looking at your arms, just make sure that the wrists stay nice and long. You're not breaking at the wrist there. We're working the tops of the arms, the delts. It's very postural. We need to work all the muscles in our back to sit up nice and tall like this. It's a lot for the hamstrings. If you don't have long hamstrings, you might find sitting like this quite challenging. Keep working on it. It's fine to have bent legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, give the shoulders a roll. So we're going to get into the gooey back stretch part of the class now. So we're just going to face the front. I'm going to sit, if you can, in this cross-legged situation like so. If this is not comfortable for you, then you can just sit on your knees, or however, you can maybe put a cushion under your bum or something like that. But this is a nice little stretchy stretch to do in the mornings or any time of day. So we're going to go up and over. We stretch out our side bodies just like we did at the top of class. We're going to rotate our shoulders now. Nod the chin. And we're heading with the top of the head or the forehead down to the knees. From here, we're going to take a breath or two. Feel that beautiful stretch down your QL. And we're going to rotate the way we came, adding just an extra bit here, and we'll come all the way up. We'll do the same to the other side. So over we go, stretching the side body. Rotate. Nod the chin to chest. Take your hand down to the floor, top of the head towards your knee. We're going to unwind and back up. Let's go again. Over we go. Bit faster. Rotate the spine, nod the chin to chest. Take your fingertips down to the floor. Unwind and back up through center. Over to the other side. Rotate. Fingertip to the floor. Unwind and up we come. Let's go. And twist. Unwind. And up we come. Over the side. Twist. Unwind. And up we come. This time, let's swap our legs over, so we get things a little bit even. We're going to go back the other way, and we're going to go all the way around and just to a nice round the world type swing stretch. All right, so start nice and tall. Over we go. We'll go slow. You're going to reach around to the front, and we'll keep going the same way. So up and over. Twist the spine. Whatever feels nice and gooey. Make sure you stay connected through your core, because we are bending and rotating the spine. And we'll do one more, and then we'll reverse direction. All right, and a little rebound. Let's go back the other way. Over. We don't have to go too quickly, just as long as you've got a little bit of deliberate pace. That's what we like. One more time. And up we come. Good. Roll those shoulders. Okay, we're going to spin around onto our tummy now. Do a little bit of lower back work. So we don't need the band. You're just going to take your hands underneath your head. We're lying flat. You're going to press your pubic bone into the mat, squeeze your glutes a little bit. We're going to go with both legs just hovering off the mat there and keeping the head relaxed on the mat. So we've got both legs hovering. You're just going to do a little bit of small swimming type stuff, kicking with the legs. So we've literally only hovered a couple of centimeters up off the floor. All right, so you get the idea. We're going to take the hands now and reach them back towards our toes, and we're going to add a little bit of a chest lift in. Just keep looking down at the mat. You can listen to my words. I mean, you can turn your head to the side every now and again if you want to, but we're just reaching those fingertips back towards our toes. You can lift a little bit higher with the chest if that feels okay in your back. And then keep the legs kicking. We're going to take both arms all the way overhead, reaching your fingertips towards the wall. And then slowly back we go. Oh, that football's still in the way. Reach back to the toes, up, and reach up ahead and take them back. Nice work. Up. If anyone's got a foot cramp, I apologize. This football's right in my way, but that's okay. I can deal with this. I'm going to go one more through. Reach those fingertips back towards your toes and relax all the way down to the mat. So because we're running out of time, we're not going to spend any more time there. But let's come up onto our hands and knees, ready to knock out a plank. Okay, so starting in a crawling position, take one toe back, nice and strong with the shoulders, nice and strong with the lower back and the glutes. Squeezing your glutes, nice strong plank. Remember, it is fine and actually probably harder to come down to your elbows, a little bit nicer on the wrists. Actually, now I'm here, I might stay here because my wrists are giving me trouble again. Pushing your elbows into the mat, drawing that tummy in. I'm going to give you the option of a side plank if you want to take it. But otherwise, just going with the normal plank. Side plank variation there if you want it. And we'll come back to center. If you need to take a break, please do so. Otherwise, we'll go once more through with the side plank. And back to plank. So from here, let's bring the knees in. We're going to sit back on those heels and enjoy the stretch out of our back. So keep that chin tucked. Oh, it feels nice to be like this. If that's not great for your shoulders, place your hands back towards your toes. If it's not great for your knees, you can stand up on your feet and just hang forward. We're coming up onto our feet anyway. So one more big breath. And then we're going to come all the way up to standing without using your hands for support, as always. Okay. And here we are at the end. So find your space on the mat, standing nice and tall. Nice big breath in. And then on the exhale, we're going to roll down. So it's nice to be able to fit 30 minutes of Pilates into our morning routine. If you need more, if you're not done yet, just jump onto the YouTube channel and find another class to do. Hoping to get some regularity with these live classes in the mornings so we can build a community and we can show up together and exercise. Let me know what you think, if there's anything else you'd like to see. Remember, you can always watch these classes later, anytime. Doesn't have to be time that they're live. Once you're up, we're all done. Give your shoulders a roll. Big breath in and out, and we're all done. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who join me later, thank you so much. And I'll see you later. Okay, have a great day. Bye, everyone.